Ganondorf was introduced in Link to the Past as a faceless backstory element, simply the name of an avaricious thief who stole into the Sacred Realm and with the power of the Triforce was transformed into the monstrous pig demon Ganon. Going forward though, starting in Ocarina of Time, he really rather took over as the main villain for the entire franchise, where the monstrous Ganon entity devolved more and more towards an impersonal, unthinking, elemental kind of evil, culminating with its incarnation as Calamity Ganon in Breath of the Wild. Ganondorf took on the role of portraying a more human face of evil. A man with ambitions, a person with wants and motivations, and occasionally even regrets. In Ocarina of Time, he's portrayed in heavy leathers and is a muscular but also quite lean figure, sharp and slippery. His long, sharp, tapered head has something vaguely serpentine about it, and interestingly, he looks just a little bit young. Older than Link and Zelda, certainly, but younger than he will ever look again. Wind Waker Ganon, the next incarnation around, gets, in my opinion, his best design in the entire series, because here he looks deceptively soft, especially compared to his other incarnations. He's this mountain of a man, proud of posture, wearing these huge, covering, but also quite comfortable looking robes, almost like a house coat. There's even a regal aspect to him here, and a dignity that more cartoonishly evil incarnations of him never managed to quite match. And it's appropriate for him too, because Wind Waker shows him at his most melancholic and introspective, a man who cannot let go of his obsessive ambition, even though perhaps he's starting to recognize its futility. By contrast, Twilight Princess Ganondorf takes on much more of a warlike and imperial approach, fully armored for battle at all times with a huge royal cloak, and then that elaborate headgear like a golden halo around his head. There's no softness or hint of introspection here. This is the king of evil, as grim and gruesome as they come. Intimidating, but in my opinion, not that much of a personality. His most recent incarnation in Tears of the Kingdom does something interesting though, both by basing Ganondorf's look quite explicitly on a Ronin, thus taking him out of the very European medieval fantasy style that he's usually depicted in, and bringing in some Asian influences to his design. But in his demonic form, he also looks by far the most explicitly like Demise, the evil god from Skyward Sword, whose reincarnated hatred created Ganon in the first place. His human form also has a little bit of that Wind Waker softness to it, wearing mostly fabrics, looking like a man who enjoys being comfortable, while his demonic form, by contrast, is all sharp obsidian hardness. And the demonic form kinda has the Twilight Princess problem again. Demon King Ganondorf is powerful, cool-looking, intimidating, but also lacks a bit for personality, in my opinion. It's just kind of yet another evil demon king, the kind that fantasy has been lousy with for over 40 years now. I find myself wishing that they would explore Wind Waker Ganondorf's sense of wounded pride and interiority and self-reflection more in future incarnations, but I don't know that I have high hopes for that.